Enough distractions. The time to make a permanent workshop is here. I'm giddy with excitement as I think about all it will have and all I'll be able to accomplish. It's time to begin. This took so much time and materials to make. Bricks are kind of the worst. I've been all over this map to get all the clay necessary to get all the bricks. It really makes a great look, but yeah, it's kind of a pain to get. And then aging all the copper and stuff. I had to make a small bee farm to wax everything so that the copper stays the way it is. Also mining a bunch of deep slate, of course, for this big old tower. Yeah, all this basalt. I haven't found a basalt delta in the nether, so I made a basalt generator instead. That was easier. I found some blue ice up in the mountains over that way. Yeah, that was quite a thing. It's really silly to say, oh, I need like 20 pieces of basalt, so let's make a basalt generator. But that's what happened. And lastly was all this calcite. I love calcite as a building block. You can start with diorite on the bottom as it's kind of dirty and build on up. Eventually maybe swap some of this out with snow or quartz and get the gradient continuing on up. But fortunately, as I look out over the slime lands and the lowlands down underneath the base area here, there are a couple of exposed geodes right here, kind of down the hill from the base. And so collecting all the calcite wasn't really that hard of a problem. And now I also know where to get amethyst should I ever decide to do something with it. I really like the way this looks. I'll put up the inspiration photo for it right here. I found this on dribble.com by Roman Kiko, and I'll put a link for it in the description down below. I did my best to try to recreate it and expand on it a little bit. It's, like I said, inspiration photo, and I think this came out really well. I really like the way this looks. I've got a big water wheel over here to be able to generate some power, some rotational energy for use in the lab here. The basement area of the workshop is my primary storage. I've also got all of the usual workstations and some furnaces over here. The big smokestack here is always providing some heat for use and generating some power and pressure and steam to be able to do stuff with. Upstairs in this tower area, I've been able to put all of the bookshelves that I've been able to collect. So I've got a nice little reading room here with all of the books as I try to study what is going on in this land. And lastly, we got ourselves a little kitchen over here. A nice sitting area to be able to enjoy my meal and maybe read a book along the way. Through these doors and outside, I've got a nice little patio, the front door to the house, and some other work areas here. There's the big smokestack, and some various piping and, general industrial stuff, including even a drain pipe and a rain barrel. Outside, there's some piping that runs around, both here and over here, as well as various pipes that you can see way up top, showing the various industrial nature of this workshop. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really nice. And it's also functional. I've already taken down and packed away the tent, and poor Winnie and the skeleton horse over here are just kind of sitting out alone. I think that's going to be something else I got to build for them. And I've made myself a little chicken coop, trying to get some industry going on here. So I think this area is coming together quite nicely. I'm going to have to probably build something out here. And like I said, I want a stable over here. But yeah, the area is coming together quite nicely. Although it still has an infestation problem. Boy, he was loaded. Lots of gold armor. I'm awfully close to these ruins up on the hill. I think it's probably time to take these ruins down. I don't think there's any value in keeping them around, and it'll give me some more area to expand. I don't like this the look of this ruin area here. So I think I'm going to have to take that all down. But another day. That'll give me a chance to have a path going this way and get to some other buildings, probably. But for the time being, I am quite happy with my little house. Now, as a group, we have been pretty busy up here in the Nether. All of the Nether portals have been moved to the very top of the Nether, and we've got this ice highway that's currently under construction, connecting everybody up. It's been nice to have a group project that we can all work on. It's really made getting together and seeing each other a lot easier now that we have a good way to get back and forth. Although steering is very much a challenge on this ice. So we've just decided that this tunnel needs to be moved 2 blocks over this way because it comes down and turns and then goes into an area down here where it then turns and comes back onto this line. So at the moment, we're moving the entire tunnel over 2 blocks for like this 50 or 60 block segment. Oh, well, it's better to get the work done once and have it the way you want it to be, After working on the tunnels in the Nether with Poon Poon, I've got quite a bit of netherrack. And we decided that old Kento here needed to have his house filled with netherrack. So let's go prank Kento with some netherrack. This is so funny how you see his netherrack in the window. And we filled his cellar too. Kento hasn't been on in a little while, so I think that's a great prank. He'll probably die when he spawns because he's probably going to be completely suffocated, but it'll be worth it. As much as I'd like to try to just settle down and do some research, I think it's time to do a little bit more exploring. There's a lot of this land left to explore, and yeah, we've settled in some areas, but there's still quite a few that nobody's really visited yet, so I think that has to be the next step. All right, Winnie, it's time for us to head on out and do some exploring. We've been up these hills a little bit, but not all the way to the coast. I think today we need to go as far as we can. I have found another one of these curious statue structures. And nearby are some boats. There's one, and there's a second over here. And these boats are nowhere near the water. Well, I mean, that's not terribly near. But it's very curious indeed. It's almost as if the water itself receded and left these things high and dry. And I have to wonder, is there some structure underneath this one too? Well, there's a mine of some sorts. Yeah, whoa. There we go. Now these can have some interesting loot in them, and they do go down, or potentially quite a long ways. And that one keeps going. Uh-oh. Yes. Yes. There is another structure underneath here. I believe we're discovering a pattern. Does seem to be a lot of monsters down here. But I bet that is yet another portal. And there it is. There's another portal down there. There's clearly a bunch of monsters somewhere. But that is somewhere else. Winnie, do you see what I'm seeing? What on earth could that be? It's clearly a signal of some kind. Wow, this is a diversion from what I was planning to do, but I think we have to go see what it is. Could it maybe be people signaling that they're alive and well? Or something more sinister? I don't know, let's go. This is not what I expected to find, but whoa boy, what do we have here? Well, these guys look very, very dangerous. Yep, very dangerous. Yeah, let's pick them off from a distance, huh? Wow. There's a lot of them around. Okay. So far, so good. Nice. There is clearly something going on here. I really... Oh, he's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. Where did it go? He's gonna come after me, and that's not gonna be fun. Kill all these guards, because yeah, they're clearly hostile, and there's a few more over that way, but I think from a distance is working out pretty well. And I guess I got the Enderman, because there's more around. There's one. Yep. Okay. Their gear wasn't that great. Oof. I think I've got them all. Definitely looks like there might be somebody inside. I would certainly expect there to be people inside. Oh, there's one. Okay. So far, done fairly well. Skull Shrine Master. Yeah, boy. Oh, hey, there's a book. Dark Journal, Volume 3. Fragile Friendships. Have to read this. Friendship is like a vase. It takes ages to build and a second to shatter. Oh, 16 pages. Never mind. We'll just skim this. Alright, well, this doesn't look dangerous at all. Right? Master Star. Skult Star Master. Ooh. I don't like the sound of that at all.
It's a trap!
Yeah, boy. You guys are no fun. Nobody likes you. Definitely a trap waiting to be set by a fool foolish enough to wander in, huh? Wow, there are tons of them. And they got some reach. I'm having a hard time. Now I'm finding my stride. This old man's got some fight in him yet. Wow, that was a pretty crazy thing to find, wasn't it, buddy? I did not expect to find anything like that today, huh? You know what? I think that's about all I got time for and about all my old heart can handle. Let's head home. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? A little bit more exciting than I anticipated, honestly, but you know what? I think we got something really good out of it. So I'm going to get comfy here and see what I can learn from this dark journal. In the meantime, I hope everybody enjoyed today's adventure, and remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out. Friendship is like a vase. It takes ages to build and a second to shatter. I remember how I met one of my dearest friends.